Hello, friends. Well, as you saw from the thumbnail, I am going totally 80s with this episode.
Oh, gnarly!
Well, mostly. Just to clarify, I am looking at my Hall of Fame player collecting plan for the decade of my childhood. We're talking 1981 to 1990, and I'm going to give you my plan for which cards I'm going to pick. I've actually got a few of them in hand already, so stick around. Let's check it out.
I can't wait to see it.
Hello, friends. I am John, and I am the 3D 80s kid. All right, I am John, and I am the 3D 80s kid, and today is a great day to talk about baseball cards. And today we are talking 1980s. I am going to be showing my plan for collecting one card of every Hall of Fame player from, now in this case, 1981 to 1990. But before I get into that, I would briefly like to take a step to the side and mention I got the pleasure of meeting a local vintage collector who grew up in the Portland metro area by the name of Darren. And he met Adam Vintage Sanctuary and I, at the local card show that we get sometimes once, sometimes twice a month. Depends. It varies a little bit. But unfortunately, this show for us is pathetic in terms of vintage. There might be one guy, maybe occasionally there's a second guy, but their selection is not really the stuff, Adam and I are even going for these days generally. So we can look a little bit, but there's not much for us there.
It's always sad.
But it's mostly an excuse to get together and hang out. And we had the pleasure of meeting Darren and talking to him quite a bit about his collecting, our collecting. He has been fans of our channel for a while now.
We still got one.
And he was nice enough to actually give us gifts. He brought a couple of autographed cards and gave us the choice of which one we take. And me being the guy who, knows more about the players on site, I couldn't help but resist but choosing one, and Adam was happy to take the other one, which happened to be an Earl Weaver autographed card, and I took none other than this guy here, which was a Don Zimmer autographed. And, Don Zimmer was forever in baseball, but now because of one incident, it's forever linked in my mind with one particular time, which coincidentally was against the Boston Red Sox. And now, in my mind, he is forever linked with this guy here. So, everybody, let's roll that clip for you in case you forgot what happened between these guys.
Oh, my goodness. Sutter, come on. Oh, my goodness. Sutter, come on. Oh, my goodness.
It's crazy.
Thanks again, Darren, for coming out, meeting us, talking with us, bring us a present even. So I'm still working on him to convince him to come to this side of the camera. I haven't lost hope, even though he says he's never going to do it, but I'm still working it. But all right, let's move on to the main subject of this video. And that would be my collection plan for the 81 to 90 years. I have built a slideshow. All right, my 1980s plan, one card of every baseball Hall of Fame player. So just to clarify here, I am still sticking with the not rookies, even though, they get a lot cheaper in the 1980s, but I'm going to hold to my guns here. I'm not going to have any rookies as part of this entire collecting run, and that's just what I'm going to do. So live with it. And the other thing here is, because they're not rookies, these cards are super cheap. So the thing I am actually trying to do is I have save searches on eBay for all of these cards just in a graded state. And my goal is to actually be able to buy all of them for equal to or lesser than the $15 SGC grading fee. And so all the ones you see that will be showing that I already have fit that bill, other than the one exception. If you hadn't seen my SGC reveal, my last SGC reveal, I had the 1982 Topps Rickey Henderson. That was part of a prize win from Picker Jim S. that I graded myself in that most recent order. But all the rest fit the bill, where I have paid $15 or less for them, mostly less. So Let's get started. In 1981, as you can see, I've got nothing on the screen here because I am going to go full screen and show you the cards that I have already purchased. I've got 81 Donruss with Alan Trammell with this thing focus. Let's see. Awesome. Not focusing. Gotta love technology. Come on. Come on, baby. Is that good enough? I don't know. But 81 Topps, Alan Trammell. I thought this was a great picture of him looking right there. He's looking so young still in this shot relative to most of my memories of him. So there we go. Also from 1981, we've got the Topps Robin Yount card. So one thing I decided for this decade, with 3 sets through most of it, and even more once you get to the end, is that I was going to have Topps as my continuous through line, as it was through the bulk of post-war vintage. And so you will see one card selected from Topps for each year. And then I am choosing a different set, one card from a different set on that time, based off, personal preference, design, choice, whatever I feel like. So it's my collection, so I get to pick what I want. But back to the show. Next year, 1982. So here we got 82 Fleer Bruce Sutter that I have not yet acquired. Now with him specifically, for me, he made his career. He made his Hall of Fame years with the Cardinals. So I wanted a Cardinals card and not the earlier Cubs card. And also I wanted him with the full beard and not the baby face cards you see on some of his early Cubs cards. So this was a great shot to me. Zoomed in with him, getting ready, pretending like he's, going to get the sign and about to throw a pitch there. So, and also then for 82, let's see this beauty again. There we go. Right here, 82 Topps, Ricky Henderson with a big lead, about to steal second. To me, this here is Ricky. Always getting on base, single or walk most of the time. Walk's as good as a hit, right, for analytics. So, and then he's going to make it into a double or maybe even a triple. That's what he did. All right, back to the show. In 1983, we've got Donruss. We've got the Paul Molitor card from that set. The fun fact would be 83 Donruss was the first baseball cards I collected, as I was able to get my mother to purchase packs for me, which I'm thinking they were near the end of the run of releasing those, and they were on clearance because they were being sold for $4 which I don't think was the original asking price on those packs. So did not get enough to open to actually build a complete set. The 3 major rookies at the time, I got the Tony Gwynn, but I did not get the Ryan Sandberg or the Wade Boggs. So, but nice shot here at Paul Molitor fielding third base. And to join him, I have got this guy here, Andre Dawson from 83 Topps. This camera is just not going to focus, is it? I don't know. It doesn't look good on my screen. Maybe it looks better on yours. I don't think so, though. Wishful thinking. All right, back to the show. And 1984, I went with the Donruss in that year, and this Cal Ripken card looks great. I love those 80s Oriole uniforms with the hat logo there and everything. And I guess I love them so much that my other card from 1984 is also an Oriole, and that is Mr. Eddie Murray. And this would be after the year of 83 when they won the World Series with the stats on the back of this card. And if memory serves me, I think these guys finished 1-2 in MVP voting in 83. Maybe could be wrong on that.
Mom, Alfie says I got it right.
I know there was a year they did that, but there we go. Back to the slides. And 1985, I do not yet have either of these at least slabbed up. If I have to resort to it eventually, I do have the 85 Fleer set in a binder. And I will, if I need to eventually get my own card graded, I will do it just to join my cards on the wall. But in the meantime, I'll be hunting for one that's even cheaper than me doing that. So And then I've got Jack Morris, player that every time I see his face, I remember the pain of that World Series loss by the Braves against the Minnesota Twins in that Game 7. Oh, and then it makes me think of Lonnie Smith getting fooled by Chuck Knobloch and not rounding second and scoring when he should have. So I hate Jack Morris.
Don't fight it. Tell me how you really feel.
All right, let's move on. And 86, I've got Lee Smith from the 86 Fleer set was my choice for 86. And to go alongside of that, I have got the card right here. 86 Topps, Kirby Pucket. Yes, there's those Twins again. I mean, that World Series just forever makes me have ill will towards the Twins. I can't help it. I was a Braves fan for that entire 80s decade, where initially when I was a fan, they were competitive, and then we went through 100 loss years, and then we were good again, and we came so close. Losing that, the way we lost it was painful. So there we go. 86 Twins, 86 Topps Kirby Pucket, one of his best looking cards from I saw. And this is the case here where I specifically noticed that it seems to be a rampant issue where there's fish eyes up in this Twins logo. And so I held out for one that was fish eye free. So this one actually sells a little more frequently than most of these cards. I think a lot of people like the look of this Pucket card. So seems to get graded more often than others. All right, back to the show. In 1987, we have got Donruss with these mega superstar Harold Baines.
Be serious. I'm very serious.
If you didn't notice in my VR for Caesar Pepino Man that when he was asking us to show our favorite cards from each decade as well as a desired card, I did happen to mention this 87 Donruss Harold Baines seemingly as a joke, but I was serious because honestly, I think that'll be the biggest challenge to find a graded copy of this one more than any other card, because unless you are an extreme White Sox fan, you're not grading an 87 Donruss Harold Baines, to my knowledge. So good luck to me on that one. And then we got 87 Topps Wade Boggs with a nice shot of him like in warm-up time, smiling. Let's move on to the next year. 88, we have got Dennis Eckersley. Now, here's a guy who had started all the way back. His first card is 1976. And I wanted to wait for him until he's with the Oakland A's, because that is where he made the Hall of Fame. Really. I mean, he would have been Hall of Very Good before that. He was, above average starter for a lengthy career. And then the A's used him in the bullpen, and he became a Hall of Famer there. So, and significance here, 88 scores, first year of that set. So I thought it was worthy of inclusion here for my 1988 selection. And then with the Cubs with Ryan Sandberg, a nice shot of him hitting, nice color matching there with the letters for Cubs with the Cubs colors there and the little name bar there as well. So a nice eye appeal to this one in the 88 set, which, on the whole tends to not necessarily have the best eye appeal overall in that set, but I thought this one looked good. And if worse comes to worse, I also own the 1988 Topps set in a binder, and we'll pull the Ryan Sandberg card eventually to get graded, but we'll see if I can find one. Next, 89. Now, Barry Larkin card. I thought the color scheme of this Reds logo on the 89 set just popped. And this was a great shot of him with a nice swinging follow through where he clearly hit the ball because he's looking out there somewhere, and the ball did not get missed. And he's about to take off running. So just love the color matching on here with the whole border and name and everything. Sweet card visually. And then Ozzie Smith for 89 Upper Deck. Clearly had to go with Upper Deck being the innovative set of 1989 that really changed the game in baseball cards moving forward to being more having a premier quality to them and not the really basic cardstock that Topps had been using for decades. So, and we had to go with an Ozzie Smith picture of him fielding because clearly that's where he made his money and his fame. So, love these choices here. 1990, Here I've got the 1990 Topps Tom Glavin, a nice stretched out pose with him mid-throwing motion there. I thought it was a great look with him eyeing there the target. And to go along with that one, I have chosen a card from the Leaf set, and I went with this one, Tony Gwynn. Nice card of him getting ready to hit there in the batter's box, which is, again, not focusing, is it? How can I play games with this camera to make it focus?
Must focus.
Tony, there we go. All right. Much better than his 83 Topps Big Butt rookie that Chris from Missouri likes to give me. Where are they? There's a couple copies right up there in the back, but nice shot here. So there we go. That is my collection plan from 81 to 1990. And I still have some more cards to figure out in the decade of the 90s. And with the fact that I stopped collecting early in 1991, as in I recall opening some packages of the gloriously beautiful 91 Fleer cards with the bright yellow and black stripes. And I think I opened a few 91 Topps, but that was about it. I did not make it all the way through, I think, the kind of season of collecting that year. 1990 was just the explosion year for me, where I opened some of everything. And then 1991, it all stopped. At that point, that would be 91 would be the end of my junior year, start of my senior year of high school. And I was getting ready then, mentally going to be going to college after that. Had more important things at that point than collecting baseball cards. So things stopped and never started again until I'm an old man. So I will be eventually putting a 90s plan together. I think I may actually incorporate some help, as I was not around for those collecting years. And I'd like some advice then as far as what are the significant sets that I really should earmark as being part of the history of baseball cards there. So I do plan on continuing the whole throughput line with Topps, but it would be good to have, what are the other significant set innovations in that decade that I should be highlighting with my second choice. So, unfortunately, there's not more Hall of Famers of these years. I think in large part thanks to some of the big stars that we thought were going to be Hall of Famers cutting their careers short with injury, as well as then the steroids era blocking many players from getting in. So, it limits my choices through these card years of what I can do. So, everybody, I think this is it for now. But everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Well, see you next time.
Yeah, unless I get lucky and break a leg.
So going through these sets of cards kind of brought nostalgia feelings. And the fact that I'm not including the rookies, these are, if you will, deeper cuts with them not being the iconic cards that people still might be typically chasing today that you could easily find in a graded form. So with that being said, for this bonus footage here at the end, I thought I'd share some of my pop culture deeper cuts of things that I loved from the 80s that don't really get much of any airplay now in modern day streaming. Like they missed the boat with being a part of that. So hope you enjoy these.
Imagine having time in the palm of your hand to be able to team up with the greatest heroes and make love to the prettiest heroines.
If anybody knows women, it's dogs.
To jump in on the action, adventure, and fun.
It's all a day's work.
Have the time of your life with Voyagers, Sundays at 7, 6 Central and Mountain on NBC.
Take heart, America. At last, help is on the way. He may be unable to leap tall buildings in a single bound. He may be slower than a speeding bullet, and he may be less powerful than a locomotive. But he's working on it.
Butterfingers.
Give the poor guy a chance. He's just getting started.
Good God, Ralph. Superpowers.
But when he gets it going, there's no stopping him. Make way for the greatest American hero. He's coming to save us this Wednesday.
It was just a little accident, a bit of a problem with one of my experiments, but Andrew is fine. Some say he's been showing signs of unusual behavior, but I can assure you he's as normal as could be. A young man with his feet planted firmly on the ground. Believe me, I've observed nothing out of the ordinary. These rumors of strange powers and weird behavior are ridiculous. Trust me, everything is completely under control.
My Secret Identity, Saturday at 5 on Fox WXIN 59.
Alex Rogan lives in a small trailer park in the California mountains. He has a dream to go to college.
You guys think I'm gonna hang out here, watch you shine your pickup? Forget it, man. I'm doing something with my life.
Start a career.
You really are leaving here, aren't you?
Of course I'm going away. We're both going away.
Both of us, Alex.
And most of all, to get out.
You get your chance. Important thing is when it comes. You gotta grab it with both hands.
Then, one night, a mysterious stranger offers Alex an opportunity he never dreamed of.
Who are you?
I'm Centauri, and you may... No, you must trust me implicitly. Get in.
Nothing Alex Rogan has ever imagined could prepare him for what he is about to experience.
Hey.
Why was Alex chosen? And will he ever return?
Where are we going? Trust me. Oh, you're gonna love it. Love it. Look out! Oh, dear.
The last starfighter. His adventure in space is about to begin.
Does it ever feel like everyone's got more going than you do?
Oops.
That everyone is smart.
So you're Al Myers' kid.
Yes, I am.
You look pretty stupid to me.
Thank you.
You say the best skier in town just ran off with your girlfriend? Even your younger brother does better than you do? And that nobody even cares?
Beth broke up with me.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, you might be right. Oh! But remember one thing.
I haven't even been to New York City.
Nobody was ever better off dead.
The truth is, I could outski you any day of the week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you want a race? I'll take you on any day, sucker.
Go that way, really fast. If something gets in your way, turn.
All you need is guts.
All right! Now turn!
I'm gonna race, I'm gonna lose, and I'm gonna die, in that order.
Go!
And you'll never doubt yourself again.
He's skiing on one ski!
Better off dead.
That's a real shame when folks be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that.
An abnormal look at a normal teenager.
They were just like everyone else. They dreamed of going to the stars. But unlike everyone else,
What's going on here?
they discovered a way to get there.
You dreamt it, I felt it, and it's our secret.
It's pretty neat, huh?
Then, they took it one step further,
I christened thee the Thunder Road.
and it worked.
Look how fast we're going. I bet we could go anywhere. Do you realize what it means?
Now, they're about to find out just how far it can go.
Let's face it, somebody's calling us.
Let's go.
All around the world. Did you see what I saw? Rock and roll is the only place.
They're here.
All around the world. Rock and roll is the only place. You can hear those jukebox jumping all night and all through the day.
Explorers.
We come in peace.
The adventure begins in your own backyard.